Grades, medals, Olympiads, competitions, degree. All of these seem like reasons to be proud of, right? But what if I told you that you don't always need this? What if I told you that you don't have to always be the best? Hi, my name's Isabel, and why don't we start off with my experience? From my experience, I have always been a straight A student, sometimes even considered by some to be the best of the class, which is a very common reputation on the school environment. For having this reputation on me since I was little, it created a pressure that said that I had to take the best grades than everyone at everything all the time. And most of the times when I did, I'd feel good. I'd feel relieved, as if that was my obligation and I was accomplishing it. But sometimes when I didn't, I'd feel extremely stressed, frustrated, and disappointed with myself. But on this year, after some thinking and some reflecting, I got the questions. Why do I have to be the best? Why can't people get higher grades than me? What do I win by taking the best grades? And after more thinking, I got the answer. What do I win by taking the best grades? Nothing. I win nothing by taking the best grades. I don't have to be better than anyone. And why? Because people are different. We all have different bodies. We have different formations. We were raised differently. We have different minds. We think differently. Because we are different, you can expect us to have the same results. It's like comparing an apple to a pear and expect them to taste the same. An apple and a pear have one thing in common, which is they're both fruits. But they come from different trees. They come from different farms. They have different bodies. They have different stories. It's the same with people. They have one thing in common, which is they're both humans, but they come from different families. They come from different houses. They have different bodies. They have different stories. And those stories are not defined by a grade. Although a grade does tell something about the person, such as how organized they are or how much dedication the person put, but there are a lot of other factors to consider when talking about a person. There is a phrase that has been on the internet some time ago that says, everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. And that phrase is true. Because we are different, we have different abilities. We are good at different things. So it's not fair to judge based on only one of those things. Let's get to another point on this conversation. Not being the best doesn't mean that you're bad. To explain this, let's get to another example of mine, shall we? I do taekwondo, and I went on a championship to compete in Ponce, which is a sequence of movements based on the person's belt. Well, first rounds were okay. I competed against people my age, against people my belt. Okay, fair. But on one round, they put me up to compete against a girl that was 3 belts above mine, that was 3 levels above mine, that had a different sequence and a more difficult. What obviously happened? She won. Because, well, she wasn't the same level as me. She did her higher sequence. Okay. But did losing to that girl, who was 3 levels above mine, made me bad at my sequence? No, it didn't. I'm not bad at something just because there is someone that's better than me. I did great at my sequence. What happened is that she did better at her higher sequence. And that's okay. That doesn't mean I'm bad. We will always have something new to learn. And I might not know everything, but that doesn't mean I'm bad at it. There will always be someone that's better than me. Well, I mean, if you're one in 7.8 billion of people in the world, well, the chances are almost as zero, but, well, we can consider as always. There will always be someone that's better than you. So what's the conclusion of this TED Talk? On this TED Talk, I hope I was able to make you guys understand that no one is better than anyone. So there's no point of being pressured to get the best results, as that will mean nothing and will not define you as a person, but only bring frustration and disappointment. Look at me. As someone who has spent their whole lives trying to be the best, I say this with propriety and authority. Trying to be the best is not worth the stress. Thank you.